Well, we're moving stuff from the motorhome into the boat, aren't we?
Yes.
And how's it going?
It's a hard work. It's quite a long trek from the van to the boat, but fortunately they've got trolleys here, so we've been able to borrow them. But we didn't realise how much stuff we had in that van. Unbelievable.
There's a lot of cupboards in the van. A lot of cupboards.
And they're well thought out too for storage.
They're well thought out, and we have not. We haven't emptied all the cupboards yet. No. But we filled all the cupboards in the boat. Because although it's a lot bigger, it's like it's probably twice the size inside, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot more floor space and everything, but I don't think there's more cupboard space.
No. There's not
Plus,
more. There's not more. Sorry, there's not more cupboard space.
There is, but there is a lot. Seems to be more cupboard space, but the other problem we had is that they were already filled with things that are useful on a boat, but we'd already got those things like knives, forks and plates and saucepans, and it was like a whole. If you hadn't got a thing, it would be wonderful.
So I've been up at the van, just clearing some more stuff out, cleaning, and Wendy's been at the boat, putting stuff away.
Yes.
And cleaning.
Yeah, I have.
So we've been doing,
very.
And when I came back to get a cup of tea, and I saw all the knives that we had in the. Well, there were like 17 like knives, like dinner knives.
Dinner knives, yeah. There's 17 of them alone, and never mind about everything else.
And this is like a 2-berth, maximum 4-berth boat.
So you
could throw a palatial dinner party with all the knives.
And there's about, I would say, at least 20 dinner plates.
Or not wash up.
Yeah, not wash up. We wouldn't have to wash up for weeks. Dinner plates, everything is. I mean, it's so nice, but oh dear. So then we've got that all over the place as well. So
let's just give you. Well, I'm going to give you a view of how we're set up a bit, and how much stuff we've actually got going on. So. We started to get ourselves sorted out with putting things like we've got tea and coffee, a toaster next to the cooker. Although we've already decided, haven't we? This has got to change. It's a massively long worktop, but there's almost no working space, is there?
Look, because we've got a massive drainer and sink.
So we're probably going to first thing we're probably going to change that worktop and move the cooker. Put a sink here. Put a sink here where the draining board is, and release all that workspace where the sink is, because that will give us a nice workflow for cooking then. So prep, wash, cook, and then cook, drain, serve. That would be great. So that'll work. But we've got, coming into the lounge, we've got all this stuff piled down here. Well, just all sorts of bits of. I mean, there's the sound bag, the drone, more sound equipment. Well, all sorts. We filled up these drawers. This is a sort of charger drawer. And there's more. The jigsaw puzzles, hard drives, more storage boxes that we had, sort of kicking around. There's a very old chest of drawers here. It's one of those. It's sort of one of those. I don't know if you remember MFI sort of units. So really, really flimsy and horrible, and that's going to be broken down and put in the bin. We've got the glass cabinet, which is nice. We do like it, don't we?
Well, yeah, we do like it.
We do like it, but I
there's all the lovely glasses they've left for us. We're going to have a party, I think.
You could have.
Have a party.
Well, with knives, with the knives and the forks and the glasses,
Yeah.
you could have. Well, this could be the party boat, couldn't it?
And there's a jar there with a light.
Oh, an
thing you
LED
can
light
put
thing on there.
on. Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
it's quite nice to have that on at night, in the evening.
And there's a light up there, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah.
So no, it's okay, isn't it? That's all right. Yeah.
That's the battery powered LED lights there. So you'll see we're in a bit of a mess and a muddle at the moment. So this is all the tip area, isn't it?
Yeah, and we need to sort this out, Steve, before we can bring any more over.
So all this needs to be put away or gotten rid of. And then what we've done is we've gone down to here. It gets a bit dark in here. Sorry about that. Let me put a light on. And we've sort of shortened the lounge. So simply go through to this way, so you can see. So we've made the lounge a lot smaller. So by bringing those two chairs up near the fire. There's a stove here and the TV, which is around the corner there. So in the evening now we can both sit next to each other and enjoy a bit of fireside chat, can't we, Wend?
Yeah.
A fireside chat
with no fire lit, because we don't need it yet.
No fire, no. It does get cold outside. But contrary to what people were telling us, it doesn't get too badly freezing cold in the boat. It must be quite nicely insulated. Now I think it's got behind the walls here, so there'll be a gap between this wood and the outside steel hull, the outside steel superstructure. And I think it's packed with rock wool, that sort of insulation. There's a bit in the roof there that I've seen, and it's sort of, it's like the old sort of fiberglassy, rock woolly, pull it apart type insulation, which seems to work really, really well. What we did notice, Wendy's sitting here last night. It was raining, and this hatch here, which we now know, thanks to one of our subscribers, Sell It Bang. I don't know your real name. That might be a real name. So Sell It Bang, thank you very much. You confirmed that hatch is called a duck hatch. Now, I don't know why it's called a duck hatch. It just is. I suppose it's where ducks can come in, or whether you duck when people throw stuff at you. I don't know. Anyway, so it's got two doors that open out and a hatch that opens up, but that's got a flap on it, so it sort of locks the doors in place. But what we found last night is that it leaks. So a few drops, and it's got a couple of drops there now because it's been raining, and so I've got to go up and investigate how bad that leak is. It might need a bit more of a rubber seal on it or something, might need cleaning up or whatever. So that's that. When he was sitting there last night, he said, "Oh, I've got water dropping on me." So just sitting in your lounge and then it starts to rain on you. That was so we just wiped it. It's not bad. It's fine. So lots and lots and lots to do, and we are absolutely going mad with all of the work. It really is. Well, it's time consuming, isn't it? Because you've got to do all this stuff and put away, just like when you move house. I remember we moved house once, put stuff in boxes, put it in the shed in the new house thinking, oh well, we'll unpack that when we need it in a couple of weeks. And then there's a rented house, and we were only there for like 18 months, maybe 2 years, and all of that stuff in the shed never got unpacked. So when we moved again, it all got sold or given to charity. So, but anyway, let's just take you through and show you the next project, which is underway because of the lack of storage. We are going to. This is the bedroom. So that away is the well deck. So we sleep here. I'm over by the wall. Wendy's here, and we've got a couple of drawers underneath the bed which store some stuff, and we've got a wardrobe over there where we're getting some hanging things in, and there's a bag of clothes as well. So it's like we were almost living out of a suitcase, almost. But we thought, right, up there, which is where we'd have cupboards in the motorhome, we thought, right, okay, well I need to put some shelving or cupboards up there. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I've got my straight edge, because it you can't really use a spirit level in a boat, because it won't necessarily be level if the boat's tilting around on the water. So you have to gauge everything off of a straight edge that's already been built, that's already at 90 degrees to the floor. So that's what you have to do. Plus the wall has an angle on it, so it's not at 90 degrees to the floor. So it comes up to the gunnel, then it comes in, and the bit at the top, like up from about 2.5 foot up from the floor, slopes inwards. So you'll see there. So I've got to build a wonky cupboard, basically, one that will go there and have it'll have a wider base than it does top, and that's why the plywood I've got has already been cut with that much of a gap, because when all that's in place, the fronts will be level and the backs will be angled in, as it were. So that's what we're faced with. I've got to say, the boat seems huge from getting from one end to the other, but not enough storage space in the boat. So talking about cupboard space in the motorhome is massive when you consider that this is just two of the cupboards right at the front over the cab. They're absolutely cavernous, and they go round the corner as well, sort of, you know, round there, which we did keep a lot of stuff in. They're quite huge in terms of the amount of storage space you get in there. And then you've got these side cupboards. You've got one of these on each side, so that's really really good. And then that's that side there, and then you've got the electrical cupboard, which you can't really store anything in. That just has the charge controllers, the Sergeant system unit, the satellite controller, which we don't use, and a USB charging point, and a battery monitor, of course. But then you come down all the side and you've got all these cupboards. Like that's just two, and then one above the kitchen area there. Then on the other side you've got all these as well. And you look at all that storage, that's just the storage in the lounge for the motorhome is absolutely massive, and we don't have cupboards like that in the boat. And it's, you know, it's amazing how much you miss having those sort of cupboards around when you don't have them, isn't it, Wen? Amazing how much storage we've got in here.
It's all under the bed is full of storage.
So there's also storage underneath the couches, in the lounge. There's storage under there, and there's storage under there, and there's storage under the bed, and there's two wardrobes, and there's cupboards just at the foot of the bed. There's drawers underneath the bed. There's drawers to the side of the bed. There's like storage everywhere, and we just haven't got that in the boat. Although I think what we're going to do is we're going to deal with that. We're going to have more storage as we go on, but one step at a time, I think. Wow, it's so, you know, we're cleaning up at the moment, so we're sort of cleaning right through, dusting everything, and sort of making sure that all the things are clean. You know, cleaning up the leather seats, and you know, making sure that when we do sell it, it's in a really, really nice condition for the new owners. We are sad, aren't we?
Yes.
To let this go.
Yes, definitely. I'm very sad.
It's so sad. You know, we've had some great times travelling around,
Best
but
times
you know,
ever we've had in here.
Adventures come to an end, don't they?
Yeah. But it was.
So, and we're on to our new adventure with the boat, and we will be back on the road, I think, by the spring of 2021, when we get our smaller van that we can go travelling around in and visiting family more easily, travelling to France and Spain, and that's, you know, that's going to be fantastic. You know, it really is. Going on with all the cleaning, we've been doing a bit on the outside. So the bonnet has had a little spruce up. So she's looking pretty good, I think. It really does look lovely. It just needs a little bit more, I think, just to make it look a bit more special. You know, I mean, look at it. It is. Oh, can't even fit it in the frame. It's so big. It is a beautiful thing. So when you're looking at that and thinking, wow, it's something. It is a really special motorhome, an Autotrail Comanche. It really has been a wonderful, wonderful place to live for the last few years. You know, she's looking all nice and shiny.